Stacey and J Sbu. The views and opinions expressed in this feature are those of the listeners and participants and do not necessarily reflect the views of East Coast Radio.
All right, the Great Drive debate. One argument, two sides, and you get to weigh in. And here is today's context. South Africa is one of the countries that has the highest crime rates in the world. And chances are most of us have either witnessed something or know someone who has. In an age of smartphones, bystander footage is everywhere. But so is the question of whether recording is enough. Some people say intervening is reckless and dangerous. Others say doing nothing makes you a part of the problem. So, here's what we want to know. If it happened right now in front of you, what would you do?
So, argument number one is for the hero, Q Shrek 2. So there is something inside of us that won't let wrong things happen, right? If we are there, we must put on the cape. We are actually always wearing the tights underneath with the underwear over it, under our clothes, right? So we see ordinary people pull off like crimes against victims and communities, and we can't have that. So we are the ones who are running down the street. We are the ones who are putting ourselves in the line of fire, in danger, so to speak. And also, as a result, we bring our communities together. You know what I mean? Everyone is on side. Everyone is like, yes, we support you. And obviously, you would be hailed as a hero if you were to step in when you saw something happening right in front of you with your physical body. Intervening is an instinct for some. And sometimes the only thing standing between someone getting hurt is actually the one person who decided, I'm going to be that guy or I'm going to be that girl.
So argument number two, supporting the realist on the other side. This is not a movie, and criminals in South Africa do not play games. You could step in with good intentions and go home in an ambulance, or even worse, not go home at all. Calling for help or getting clear footage that actually puts someone behind bars could do more good than confronting the situation. Keeping you alive isn't cowardice, it's common sense.
So in the back end of that, we're going to ask you a question today, genuine question. Would you risk your life to stop a crime?
So on the line to answer the question, would you risk your life to stop a crime, is Katie, all the way from Durban North. Katie, welcome to the show. How are you doing?
Hello, how are you?
Hey, man,
all right.
We are good. Would you risk your life to stop a crime? And give us your context.
Okay, so a couple of years ago, someone was being beaten up, and I saw it from my office window, so I ran down and I literally stood over the guy while he was on the floor and I pushed everybody out the way. Later found out he had actually stolen a cell phone, but the mob of workers were attacking him and beating him up. So my brain didn't think, it defended somebody and put my own life at risk, which is not very smart. But anyway, yeah, so I definitely am a person who doesn't think and jumps in and tries to help, which isn't always the best answer.
So, I mean, Katie, obviously in that moment, your instinct was to fight, right? So you ran. You ran towards the danger. And then I'm just wondering, so afterwards, like maybe as your mom finds out and as your friends find out, and then you start getting this like barrage of calls from people going, have you lost your entire mind? Are you then thinking afterwards, that was a weird way to react in hindsight? Or would you have probably done it again because it was just instinct? You're going to do it again?
Yeah, so all my work colleagues were mad at me. They said I was very dumb and that I was very lucky I didn't get beaten. They said luckily I was a female, and that's the only reason, because the guys had spades and steel cap shoes.
Sure.
But I think I would do it again. I'm the type of person that if I see something being done, I go. I don't. My brain doesn't work. It's like
you just want to help.
You just do.
Yes.
You just do.
Listen, Katie, that's all good and well, and we love a lady wearing a cape. But in the future, just make sure you analyze the situation better. Maybe go with a few colleagues to give you more insight.
Katie, go stay safe.
To not be dramatic, but Katie, you are in some way, shape or form risking your entire life, and we don't want you to put yourself in danger. Okay,
that's why I say afterwards you think you could have done that, but in the moment you don't think.
We understand, man. Thank you so much for sharing your opinion. Okay, danko. Say, let's go to Dwayne all the way from Yellowwood Park. Dwayne, which side of the coin are you? Help or run away?
Oh, guys, I'm in the middle. I think logic should prevail here and reason. So an 86-year-old lady shouldn't take on 4 guys with AKs.
Sure.
Because she's going to get hurt.
Yeah.
And it's one thing to want to stand up for your community and to protect the weak. But if you're going to get hurt in the process and you're not going to add value to the situation, rather find another way to get involved or not get involved.
Yeah, and protect yourself and the situation
person
itself.
Who gets involved straight away. And I'm also the type of person who's on social saying, why did you record it and not jump in?
Yes, yeah.
There's that judgment as well. And we do it without even realizing because we're just like, you could have helped. You could have called somebody, but instead you chose to press record and trend and push content first before someone else's life.
It's easy to criticize and to judge from behind a phone instead of knowing what the circumstances were.
Exactly, yeah.
So for me, I'm in the middle. Use common sense, and if you can, go. If you can't, don't. Find another way to do it if you're unsure. But my life is important to me and to my family.
Yeah, definitely.
For them, that's more important than anything else.
Yeah.
Amazing. Thank you, Dwayne. And actually, sentiments from Dwayne echoed by Shah, saying, I think it depends on the person intervening, right? So again, logic should prevail to Dwayne's point. If you step in, can you handle yourself? Should the matter progress? If you can't, then you mustn't. Because this is South Africa, and if you step in, you have to be able to throw a punch or so, otherwise you are also going to become a victim. I personally...
So, KZN,
I was in Joburg for too long.
Now you get to chime in. Oh, Stacey, that is loaded. There's a lot of crime, and it always goes the other way.
Yeah.
So, KZN, please do chime in. Would you risk your life to stop a crime?
Hi, Donnie from Port Shepstone. I will definitely get involved. I'll probably assess what's going on first. Like if there's people with guns and I don't have, I'll phone for help. I won't film it. Because to me, it makes me just as guilty as the crime happening. How can you stand there and watch and do? You should use that phone to be phoning the police to help. I know what it feels like. I've been a victim of crime more than 3 times, so I know what it feels like with everyone driving past and not helping you. I will help with it, especially if it's a child and a woman. So yes, definitely. Assess the situation. If there's nothing you can do physically, phone, stand there, be on the phone, don't be filming it.
Hi, it's Peter here. Yes, I've been in the armed response security industry for about 15 years. So it comes naturally to defend someone who's a victim of crime. Even if you're off duty, on duty, I'll always try and help wherever I can.
Stacey and J Sbu, weekdays from 3 p.m. East Coast Radio.